Everybody, tonight we have a product with, let's see here, 46 minus 4. You got to be careful with this, plus 1. What is that? 42, that's equals to 43 factors. Now, actually, you don't really need to know this, but it's kind of nice to know how many things you're working with. So it's 43 factors, not terms. Factors. This is product notation, not summation notation. So it's not sum-ins, it's factors. Okay. Now, again, probably not worth the time to even mention that. Let's write down what it looks like, okay? So you can see what's going on here. It's fairly direct here. This would certainly be the case. This very first factor here would correspond to n equals 4. Right? Very first factor is when you just substitute 4 here and 4 here, right? And then right here, what would this be? N equals to 45 right here. And of course, the last term will be n equals 46. Just to get some bearings here. Some people haven't seen this notation. It's called pi product notation. All right, now, so we're looking for a way to write a closed form answer to this. Not a decimal, of course, but just some kind of fraction. And it's going to be a proper fraction because it looks like this has got to be less than 0, right? You're multiplying a smaller number by a bigger denominator every time, and you're going to have a bunch of small fractions, and that product will be very, very close to 0 probably, even though I'm not sure exactly how close it is. But anyway, the key aspect of this problem is just to note here how you got this cancellation going. You see how one of these 5s cancel with one of these 5s, and it leaves a 5 right here, okay? One of these 6s cancels with one of these 6s. It leaves a 6 right here. Okay, and so on, all the way across, okay? And notice we do have a survivor of 1 over 4 squared right here. And all the way out, you have this 1 over successive natural numbers, okay? So the very last term, you can see, is 47 over 46. And nothing cancels on this one, right? It's the whole term lives through this process. If you take a look up here, you can see why, right? One of these 46 cancels with one of these 46s, but there's nothing for the 47 to cancel out with along the way there. So these two terms here, okay, are just constants that are associated with this product. Okay, now the rest of this, we have an expression here. If y'all take a look here, we have 5 in the denominator, and I'll just write it out. They are in the denominator, but we're going to end up with the products in the denominator of 5 times 6 times 7 all the way out to 46, right? Now this looks a lot like 46 factorial, right? But it's not, okay? So what we have to do is write it. We have to cancel out everything up to 4. So this would be equal to, this object right here that I've written here would be the same thing as 46 factorial. 46 factorial, sorry. 46 factorial divided by 4 factorial. Right, folks? Because we need to cancel out a 1, 2, 3, 4 that would be in front of this, right? So this is a nice way to write this, okay? Just 46 factorial over 4 factorial. Okay, and so what we have right here, this is incomplete. What I did is I just wrote down these two circle terms, but we would have times 1 over 46 factorial over 4 factorial. And I'll go ahead and invert and multiply it in the name of not having to write down another line. So this would be 4 factorial over 46 factorial right here. And again, this is clearly a super, super small number with tons of leading zeros. Okay, it's 0.000, take a nap, 000, right? So you got a number here. This number itself looks like it's less than 0, right? I mean, less than 1, right? But then 4 factorial over 46 factorial, practically speaking, is like 0, right? But obviously, it is a positive number. But anyway, this is our solution. This is what I mean by evaluate. I'm not going to actually, did I do that somewhere? Yes, I did. This is equal to, if you must know, not particularly important in this context, I don't think, 16 times 46 is 736, I believe. So you would have 47, if you want to clean it up just slightly, 47 over 736 times the quotient 4 factorial over 46 factorial. Oh wait, did I get that? Yeah, that's right. Okay, 46, 4 factorial over 46 factorial. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Let me know if you got any concerns with the way it was work, and that's yeah, I guess you could simplify this some more if you wanted to, but in any event, I mean, yeah, you could write this as just 1 over 42 factorial if you wanted to, right? You could write this as 1 over 42 factorial if you felt like it. Okay. Right? Oh no, that's let's see, 46. No, never mind. This is the best you can do with this, right? I don't think there's any simplification that can happen here. But in any event, whether you can simplify it or not, this is numerically correct answer. So anyway, thank you for viewing.